Welcome again to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Isabel. So if you don't know what is Isabel is, so it's actually open source software that comes with a bunch of applications, and it's mainly used to control the PBX related things, email related things. Okay, so if you wanted to create or if you wanted to configure your own open source communication software, then this particular tool is really helpful. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can download this and how you can configure and how you can install it. So this is their official website, like isabel.org. You can visit over here and you can see like this many like downloaders are already done. Okay, and 194 countries are they are currently being used, and you can see all the details like certification and each and everything. So you can download it from the download option over here and the latest image like ISO image file. I have already downloaded this thing, so I'm going to show you how you can install it on your computer. So over here I have already created a virtual box, as you can see over here. So I'm going to run this thing. I mainly prefer the Oracle VirtualBox to demonstrate the installation thing. And over here we are getting two options, either test this media and installation or troubleshoot. So we are going to click on the first thing. It's going to test the installation media. If you're using a flash drive or a like CD drive, it's going to check that. After that it's going to install. And here we are inside of the Isabel installation page. So it's based on CentOS actually. So if you are familiar with CentOS, then you can install this thing, or the installation page will be familiar to you. So on the first step, we have to select your language, which language you are going to use, and then continue. Over here you have to choose that the installation summary, like keyboard language from here, and then the root password. Okay, so I'm going to select the same thing because I'm not going to change it, but if you wanted to add a different one, you can add from here, any keyboard layout. And then the root permission. So for the root, I'm going to enter a password as usual. As you know me, like if you are watching my videos now, you always know that I always prefer to use a strong password. Okay, this is not a good habit for using this password because I'm showing this thing on my virtual box. That's why I'm using this. Otherwise, I always suggest that you use strong password. And then this thing is done, and then done. Once that's done, you can create your user from here if you wanted to create. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to begin installation because each and everything is fine, but you can configure your network from here, installation destination, which hard drive you are going to install if you have multiple hard drive, time and date, etc, etc. And you can also select which asterisk you are going to use. So I'm going to use the latest version. Okay, the 18, and then begin installation. Okay, as you can see, we are on the next steps. Okay, now it's saying that installing Isabel PBX. Please wait. So it's going to take few minutes over here. Now we have to enter the MariaDB password. Okay, so over here what it's trying to say is that the Isabel system uses open source database engine MariaDB for storage or important telephony information. In order to protect your data, a master password must be set for the database. Okay, the screen will now ask you for the password. Okay, for root account of the MariaDB. So you can enter the same password, or you can just then confirm over here. Okay, it's saying that password for MariaDB and series is successfully configured. Okay, now it's applying the MariaDB script. Okay, now this is the important thing. you have to enter the password that you are going to use on the graphical interface. So make sure to remember this password, and I'm going to press enter, but it's giving me that password check. It's too simplistic and systematic, continue anyways. So I'm using the same password 1234569. That's why it's giving me, but make sure to use a good password. Okay, now it's asking to confirm that password again, so I'm going to do that. Now it's updating the password and updating the asterisk manager interface password. This tool contain like all the PBX related things, so I personally use this one, or if someone asks me, I will personally recommend this one. Okay, it's open source, you can customize it, you can use it. Okay, you don't have to pay for this anywhere. Okay, it's totally free, unlike the 3CX or the other version. It's totally free. Okay, now it's asking for the PBX language, so I'm going to choose the English. It will ask you all the steps one by one. It's not that complicated. Okay, if you follow and if you read all the instruction, you can install it easily. So over here we are going to select, it's asking that select the default SIP channel. Driver default port is 5060. Okay, so I'm going to select over here channel. If you wanted to use the PJ SIP, then you can select this one. Okay, but I'm not going to use the PJ SIP, I'm going to use the normal SIP, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, now it's restarting the AM portal. If you remove the PBX thing, then it also provides some other features like email, okay, and then chat box, something like that. So not only the PBS, but it contains the other things also. Okay, now it's asking that if you wanted to, support Isabel on the Patreon website. Okay, you can do that, or you can just select this, that nah, get a real job. Yeah, nah, just a joke. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so it's asking one more time, and I'm going to select this one again. So we are all done. So I'm going to use the root and then the password that I have entered, and then hit enter. Once you're done, it's saying that Isabel is a product meant to be configured through web browser. Okay, any changes made from within the command line may corrupt the system configuration and produce unexpected behavior. In addition, changes made the system file through here may be lost when doing an update. So make sure you do that. Now it's giving us some information over here. As you can see over here, it's saying that system load, okay, asterisk version, memory, how many memory is being used, uses on, and then swap uses, okay, and then SSH login and the processes. Okay, it's showing you. So this is done. Now if I wanted to go to the asterisk, then I have to just type the asterisk command and I am inside of the asterisk, something like that. So okay, I think screen is not enabled over here, no worries. So let me go back to the web browser over here very quickly. Before that, I have to check my IP address. I'm going to type IP ADDR to check my server IP, and automatically due to the DSCP it took the IP at 1.126. Okay, so I'm going to type the same IP over here and let's see what is coming. Okay, it's saying that your connection is not private because you are not using the SSL. Okay, it meant to be use SSL. I'm not using it at the moment, so I'm going to use with the proceed with unsafe, and this is the default user interface. Over here, I'm going to type the by default admin and the password that you have entered that time, and then hit enter. Now, if you wanted to register with the Isabel, you can do that. Okay, and it's saying that Isabel network license not found. Okay, and Isabel network monitor is inactive. If you wanted to use this, you have to create a user with Isabel, and you can use that. This is the default dashboard Okay, that Issabel provide. Over here you can see this is the system resources. You can see the CPU utilization, RAM utilization. Okay, CPU information. Like as I'm and my main server has AMD Ryzen 5 7600X. Okay, and this is the powerful server actually. So I'm using that. All these services that are currently running and you can use. Okay, it also provide like instant messaging services, so you can see all these services that this particular one tool that provides. So you will get telephony services that you can use for PBX and all the things, messaging services which is not running but you can install it or start the process from here, fax services which is not installed but you can do that, email services, database services, and the web services. So all these services are over here. Okay, like web server, database services, email services. Okay, you can use these things. If you scroll down a bit, you will find the hard drive details over here and communication activation and the communication activity, like how many calls that you made from here. Okay, total extension, call in queue, the basic details you can check from here. And then this is the remote administration. If you wanted to use this thing, then you can just log in with the usable thing. This is your profile. From here you can change your password or log out. From here you can, like go to the system notification or user notification, you can do that. This is a good thing. Like I like this particular one. Like if you click over here, it will open a notebook for you or like sticky note, and you can literally type anything over here and save a note for you. If you wanted to create a auto pop-up, so whenever you will come to this page, you just click over here and it will do that. Okay, and over here this is for the help page. If you wanted to use that, then you can, if you wanted to find anything like regarding PBS configuration, okay, or something like that, then you can choose this thing. You can get a proper help menu from here, so it will help you. Now let's get back to the main thing. So on the system we are on the dashboard right now. Okay, if I go to the network and then the network parameter, you can choose from here. You can also use this particular server as a DHCP server. Okay, you can put your IP starting rate and the IP ending range from here, the DSCP that going to be used, the DNSS, and from here you can enable the services. Right now it's inactive. You can also check which clients are connected with your DHCP server. Okay, or assign a IP address to a host, you can do that. Ping or trace path, packet capture. Okay, and then the UPnP control. If I come down to the user, you will find over here that how many users are created to access this Issabel. Right now the by default admin, but you can create from here if you wanted to. Okay, like let's say if I create another user, let's say 2, and then the name is, and the password I'm going to type something else. Which group we are going to be assign this user, like if you want to use the administration access or the operator access or the extension access, you can choose that. Okay, if you wanted to bind this user with the extension, you can also do that. If you want to do create a email with this user, and you can put the details over here and you can use that and then just save it. Okay, okay, so webmail is not founded. That's totally fine. So if I go to the user over here, you can see the pin to user is now created. Okay, so from here you can shut down, you can detect your hardware if you wanted to. Okay, it will provide the other details like backup and restore, preferences if you have any for language, date and time. For themes, you can change from here. They provide 2 themes. Okay, and then you can design your own theme also, but it will take you the network subscription. On the agenda, you can check your calendar. This is for the email. If you wanted to, if you want to use this as the email server, you can do that. You can add your email domain over here, and then you can create, or you can use this as a local email server also, where you can use this server to send locally emails. This is the main thing that we are talking about, the PBX. Okay, like PBX configuration. over here, like this is the PBX configuration admin menu. Okay, you can choose this thing, like it provide many kind of things. Like on over here you can see blacklisted, okay, custom destination, module admin, caller ID, lookup source, okay, custom extension, system recordings. You can see many details are over here, like on the application, like announcement. If you wanted to create here, we can use this ones. Okay, there are many features that you can use, like connectivity. You can select all the options from here, like from the, if you wanted to add a VoIP, you can create the trunk and add that. From the report you will find the asterisk information, okay, or extension setting. If I go to the log, you can see the, this is the asterisk, the basic monitoring system. You can check from here, like how many peers are like currently registered with the user base account, how many channels, how many peers, SIP information. Okay, if you're using PJSIP, IAX, conference, you can use, like it provide a lot of options that you can use in your PBX. Okay, voicemails, like batch configuration, there are a lot of tools. From here you can get all the like PBX related report, CDR report, billing report, asterisk report, okay, all these things. On the extra you can add this thing, and it will help you to create the video, you know, a video conference and this kind of thing. You can add an email and you can send an invitation. You can also add some add-ons from here, but you have to create the ID again. And over here this is the my extension, and this is the setting, and this is the security for the firewall. Okay, it has its own built-in firewall. You can choose from here which rule to allow. Okay, like the traffic will be input or output. Okay, basically it's using the IP tables on the behind, and it also has the fault to ban installed. So you can use that, like accept traffic. Okay, it will come as green, and the block traffic will be, or the rejected traffic will be as red. You can select which interface, if you're using multiple interface, source, IP, destination address, protocol details, and you can turn it off or on, or you can edit from here. So the firewall is normally like the simple one that we normally use in many Linux distro. As I mentioned, from here you can add a note for yourself if you like. Okay, it also provide the like define ports if you wanted to define, and then the two-factor authentication. As I mentioned, it already has the fail to ban, but I think it's not active, so you can do that. And you can ban any IP if you wanted to. So this is how you can install the Issabel and use it. Okay, it provide many features, so you can go through this and you can install it on your virtual box and give it a try. It's going to help to you. It's really helpful. So if you watching this video till now, then please like this video and subscribe this channel, and I'm going to see you for another video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day ahead.